I reset the house every morning. I don't reset the house at night. I throw the dishes in the sink, and after coffee, instead of sitting and watching YouTube, I've been resetting the house, and it feels really good. I look around, I see what needs doing. I run the vacuum every day, sometimes multiple times a day. Resetting in the morning instead of at night, waiting on purchases, meal prepping. I have been focusing on health and food and upping my protein intake. I want to start lifting weights again out of a place of health. I'm Lauren, and yesterday I made a video about trying to go back to work as someone who is semi-retired early. There are things that I can do, say with my fourplex and switching to all short-term rental, that would increase my revenue potentially. There are things I need to purchase and do, namely furniture, etc. And there is upkeep, but the profits tend to be a little higher. However, it can be more unstable and seasonal, so I would have to be more aware on budgeting. I decided to go back to work. Yesterday, I promised myself I was going to submit at least one application, and my anxiety went through the roof. I got a little cold sore, which is a sign of extreme stress for me. We just got back from lots of travel. I had surgery recently, and I'm realizing I'm still operating out of anxiety and fear. Applying for those jobs and redoing my resume was a good experience. I don't know what will come of it. I applied to 3 jobs at the Department of Education that work well with my kids' school hours. They are administrative office jobs that I can come in, be helpful, be a part of, and then leave and still have most of my regular life. One is part-time. I realized that part-time work is probably best for me. I have been applying to these jobs, and the stress and anxiety was so high. I've been waking up at 4 a.m. for the last 3 days. I haven't been sleeping very well. I'm realizing I have a mindset issue still around money, even after being able to have a lot of abundance and create this life of some leisure. There has been a lot of desire within me to build something new, get creative. The thing about retiring early is you don't just want to stop working. It's human nature to want to create and want to be productive, have purpose. Maybe my purpose is to make videos and help others. Every morning I wake up and I reset my house. I am a type B plus minimalist. I am not your type A. I grew up with ADHD, still have it, don't take medication for that. Maybe 1 too many cups of coffee here and there, but I coordinate my life based on vibes and feelings. And I do pay attention to my bank account. I do check it regularly. I know what's in there. I know what's coming and going. I've done low buys. I've done no buys. I've gone extremely frugal recently in an effort to lower all my bills instead of getting a job during the stabilization period of my fourplex. The truth is everything is okay. I don't need to work. What I really want is to create. And in my morning meditation this morning, it was coming to me after applying yesterday. When I submitted that application button, that I was sweaty and anxious. I was, and I think I lost a few subscribers over that one, which is totally fine. We're not perfect around here. We don't do frugality perfectly. We don't do minimalism perfectly. I'm a former trauma therapist, and I went that route because I wanted to understand my family of origin, why we did what we did, why my parents did what they did, what happened in our household with all the stuff and all the chaos and all the anxiety all the time. I wanted to get away from that, but I was a natural therapist in my family, always fixing, project managing, coping, coordinating, and absorbing a lot of the emotional. I basically was an emotional sponge, and though I believe in empathy and I believe in being empathetic, I do not believe in giving 100% of yourself anymore. I burnt out as a trauma therapist because I really lacked boundaries. And having boundaries now, being divorced, having a new partnership that is on much more equal footing, being a single parent, coordinating and co-parenting and standing up for myself is all new development at 43 years old for me. So if you're learning boundaries, learning personal development, towing the line between peace and excitement and creation, you are in the right place. So I'm here to encourage, I'm here to uplift, I'm here to teach. And as far as minimalism goes, I have slowed down on the in and outs. I did do a low buy / no buy, and I did spend 72 hours of zero spending, which was helpful in resetting, and I think I would do that again. I really want to buy a new rug for my living room. I have one of those very thin washable rugs, and the edges never lie flat, and every time I vacuum over it, it gets caught up in the vacuum. The cats are constantly moving it around, but yeah, I found one on sale on Amazon yesterday for $100. It's really beautiful, and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go to a couple of stores in town today to see if there's anything on clearance that I would really like, because I have very simple tastes. I don't need it to be super fashionable. I prefer, especially in a rug, is comfortable and preferably durable with cats and kids. I'm a former marathon runner and ultra distance runner, and I think I did a lot of that from a place of not enoughness, and it wasn't necessarily for self-care as much as how I was being perceived and needing to have a certain body type to feel valuable. And I talk about all these things because my minimalism journey and my retire early journey and my frugal living journey has been tied integrally to my psychology and where I'm at. And so I like to make sure I'm doing things from a healthy place. So today, in applying for jobs, if I find something that looks doable or appealing, I will do it. I will give that one some time. I tell myself and soothe myself, and that has been invaluable becoming a minimalist and creating a peaceful life. The ability to self-soothe has improved. I tell myself in the mornings, especially starting meditation from someone who tends to go to a negative place and be very anxious and has had trouble in meditation in the past. Sometimes in meditation, I just try to focus on breathing or a sound and just try to get neutral and no thought. But if intrusive thoughts do come in, I take it as an opportunity to practice self-soothing. So I just take the edge off of things. I don't say that that's wrong. I don't berate myself for having negative thoughts. I have patterns that I want to outgrow, but I also know that growth takes time. So I hope you're here. I hope you are happy. I hope you are figuring things out as you go, and just know that you can never get it done and you can never get it wrong. So there's always more. Thanks for being here. Mahalo.